And this one, 88.9. I think that's what that one is too. It rolled up there a little bit. Yep, 88.9.
So 3 hours of gas.
Yeah, max.
That's
max.
with VFR.
That's where we're pulling up to the fuel pump at 3 hours. And that's with VF. It's an hour reserve, so it's actually IFR reserves. But
got it.
I am not gonna be. I don't plan on shooting IFR, but if we have to, it's not a problem.
I've never picked up a clearance while in the air.
It's just like on the ground.
Like pop up.
You just ask. I need to get an IFR clearance to wherever you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to say maintain VFR. And then if unable, you tell them you can't. And then they'll give you the clearance like you're normally used to. You know, you're cleared to. And you're already at altitude, so they won't give you. They might change you from a even altitude to or an odd altitude to, instead of 500 to go, like if you're at 8,500, they consider you go to 8,000.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? And they may change your transponder, but you're already on frequency. I don't have to worry about that. I'm already talking to them, right? And probably their destination's the same, but they're going to say they'll change your squawk for sure.
Okay.
All right, so the flaps are down, and after the engine starts, we'll bring them up. But the first thing you'll hear when we start the left engine is you hear it go, it's asking for the gear down. Since it's already down, it'll go clunk right away.
Got it.
You hear it clunk, you're like, what's that clunk? And you're like, oh yeah. You put the gear handle down, so it's gonna be making that noise. The pump's gonna do that. The magneto's hot.
Okay.
So you can make the magnetos hot.
It's hot.
It's off right now. Hot means they're on, meaning that hot means they're active.
On, okay.
Yeah, there you go. And then you can go through and make sure, you know, like I make sure the circuit breakers are good.
Master's off.
Yeah, rotating beacon. The brakes are off. Yeah,
Yep.
okay, this looks good.
Brakes are good.
Yeah, feel the brakes so that we
Yep.
start. I don't want to roll into something. Oh. What's that?
739 easy. That's not mine.
Okay. I'm gonna put those in the pocket right here. Okay, so next thing is we're gonna start. Okay. So everything goes forward.
Everything goes forward.
Yeah. And today, what date is today? Is it an even day or an odd day?
Today's the odd.
Odd day. So we're gonna start with an number one engine. Everything goes forward. Everything goes forward. The reason we go forward is this is how we prime. That's not how we start.
Can you say again the odd? Why does it matter? It's just luck.
So we have two engines, right?
Yeah.
What engine is that number?
Number 1.
And what's that one?
2.
Is one an odd number or an even number?
Odd.
Okay, so was today an odd day?
Odd day.
So we have two engines. Which I can't decide what to start. I'm so confused.
Okay, it's just good. It's just good.
Oh, well, just for routine, we always say odd day, odd engine, even day, even engine.
Got it.
So today's an odd day. We're going to start the left one. So everything's forward for priming only, not for starting.
Priming only.
So I'm trying to basically save Hobbs time. So turn the left fuel pump on. All right, so what's going to be happening as soon as you turn the master on, it's going to start priming the left engine.
Got it.
So we're ready to do that. Go ahead and prime the left, turn that on. You hear that pump going?
Yep.
And like I said, sometimes I'll cycle this. I'll cycle it because I don't see a movement yet.
This is left better, yeah.
Wait. It's wiggling a little bit, but it's not giving me a lot of fuel. Okay, let's plan on that sufficient. Pump off. This goes off, this goes back, and then we crack to that corner. So bring it up to the corner. Your right hand goes here, and you start the left engine. And when it fires, you push this all the way forward.
Got it.
Go ahead and start. Wait. Now. Did you hear that snap?
Yes. That's the hydraulics.
Yeah, about 1500's fine. But you saw it start, you heard the snap, and we look at oil pressure. We hold our fingers here until we see a positive movement, because you may have to kill the engine. I see it's moving up, so we're good with that engine. While we're looking at it, this left vacuum is can put our headsets on and we can talk.
Okay. ATIS, so you can push that, get the 2 going.
Landing and departing runway 30.
330 at 10.
I'm going to get rid of comp 1.
Advise on initial contact. You have information, Quebec.
That's Quebec, I think a Q.
Sacramento, Executive Airport Information, Quebec, 1853 Zulu observation. Wind 320 at 8, gust 14. Visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 17, dew 0.6, altimeter 3011. Visual approaches in use, landing and departing runway 30. Use caution for birds in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Quebec. Sacramento, Executive Airport Information, Quebec, 1853 Zulu observation. Wind 320 at 8, gust 14. Visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 17, dew 0.6, altimeter 3011.
All right, so if you don't want to hear that anymore, go to comp 1.
30.
Yeah, just hit comp 1.
Birds in the vicinity of the airport.
There you go. And then this radio's not working quite yet. It needs you to cycle through and acknowledge. So you acknowledge the database. When does it expire?
November 28th.
Yeah, 2024. And that's kind of a display, a check, but you don't have to do that. Hit enter again to accept the display.
I didn't get the Wednesday. It was.
And then it does, as soon as it gets the GPS signals, it goes to this display.
Okay.
So hit FPL for me. It should have our current location. And then hit the cursor to get it blinking and hit the cursor to get it blinking and put KBFL. There's a K. Make that a Bravo, Foxtrot Lima. And since it's still blinking, that's you don't want it to blink. You get rid of the cursor. There, now you're safe. If you want to see the display, what it looks like from the map view, you have to push the FPL button again. And now you have a map display. And that's kind of a big scale. So this cursor here will make the ring get bigger or smaller. So take your hand and pick one of those arrows and see what happens.
Okay, zooms in.
So that's 1,000 miles. That's kind of a big scale. Kind of get down to maybe 20 or 10. There you go. It gives a little more realistic view. And the computer is going to ask you, it's going to give you an error here in a minute. This is going to ask you to put the desired track 134 with this arrow here. So it wants to be on 134. That's correct. You keep turning until it says 134. So that's 12, that's 15. So it's going to be between 134.
There you go.
And then, yeah, exactly. You're looking at your instruments. This is level. You got the current altimeter in there, I think.
3011.
30. So that's 3004. That's 3011. Right? That's
right
12. That's there you go. So see that? It's hard to see those little numbers, but that's the idea.
Okay.
All right. So
and 2.
Yeah, so that's
200
200 roughly. Yeah, this one does it too. And this one as well. That's the heading bug. Yep, keep going. There you go. Good job. All right, that's good. So you got this navigation and the engine instruments are set up. Flight instruments are set. So you have Quebec. We're on tower frequency. Make this one 12500. And that's ground frequency. So put that hot, and that you're with ground.
Okay.
You'd like to get taxi to departure. It's going to be runway 30.
Yes.
So we're going to taxi. He's going to give you a thing. He's going to go November, Charlie, Echo, Delta, Foxtrot, Hotel, India, Jack, Lima, and you're like, oh my God! Can you go a little slower?
Right.
So go ahead and move forward a little bit so we're good. We have good radio communication. It's not going to bounce off the metal hangers. And I'm going to help you not fight those brakes so much.
Okay.
And then here you go. Let's go ahead and kind of hold our brakes right here and do exactly like that. Get that clearance. And we're going to get flight following with that clearance.
Executive ground, Piper 6854 Yankee is at the north hangars. Request taxi for a southbound departure with flight following.
We have.
Oh yeah, we have information Quebec.
Piper 6854 Yankee, Executive Tower, hold short runway 30 at November.
Hold short runway 30 at November, and we have information Quebec.
Perfect.
6854 Yankee.
You're the man. That's what I'd love to hear. Let's go ahead and get up to that area. And the reason you kind of want to move somewhat.
Aztec 54 Yankee, say destination.
We'll be at Bakersfield.
Bravo, Foxtrot Lima.
Bravo, Foxtrot Lima for 6854 Yankee.
But what I was going to say is, yep, this is November. It's see the end there, nearly 12. He said hold short of 30. That's the landing runway, but it's 12 for us. But we have to hold short for departing aircraft or landing aircraft.
So hold short right here.
Aztec 54 Yankee, cross runway 30 to Charlie.
Cross runway 30 to Charlie for 6854 Yankee.
There you go. So we still look. Keep rolling. He said, he said, and what I was trying to say earlier is when he gives you instructions, try to do it fairly promptly because he's timing your actions based on other people around you.
Yep.
And if you slow down, it's like a car parked on the train track. The train's going to like, oh my God, okay, hey, this wasn't what I planned. So we just don't have to run at full throttle, but just kind of like promptly start to move your aircraft. All right, I'll open this up for fresh air.
Aztec 54 Yankee, continue taxi runway 30 via Bravo Echo, cross runway 20.
Runway 30, Bravo Echo, cross runway 30 for 6854 Yankee.
Perfect. All right, so we're just we're keeping an eye. We're not going to run into people. We're looking left and right.
54 Yankee, going to cross runway 20 at Bravo.
That's what
cross
he said.
runway 20 at Bravo, 584 Yankee.
You said it.
57 to the Gulf.
You said it correctly.
Runway 30.
I said 30.
You said taxi to 30, and I thought you said cross 20, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, so he's going to give us a squawk code. I'm going to put it in here for you.
Okay.
And the next frequency is going to be like 125 or 127.4.
So this is Bravo.
Yeah, no, we haven't got there quite yet. We're still on.
For Yankee departure frequency 125.25, squawk 3210.
125.25, 3210 for 6854 Yankee.
All right, so keep going. And this line splits. One goes a little bit here, and then one goes a little bit later. This first one is Alpha. The second one is Bravo.
Got it.
You're cleared to take Bravo.
Bravo, yep.
And you have permission to cross 20, but we still look left and right at the taxiway mic, and we look left and right at the runway 20.
Got it. This is my weakness is ground ops.
It is for everybody. Clear right.
Clear right.
Clear left. Clear straight ahead.
All right, crossing.
Executive ground says no 124 Charlie Kilo at JetX with information Quebec.
All right, clearing right, nobody's landing. Clearing left, nobody's landing. And clear straight ahead, nobody's taxiing our direction. All right, so when we taxi, there's a time because I'm bored, I'll check my ailerons, and I'll check my elevator, and I'll check my rudder. So while we're taxiing, do all three things.
Okay.
124 Charlie Kilo at JetX. Ready to taxi.
There you go. So the aileron and elevator has been checked. So now we'll do a little bit of S-turns with the rudder. You don't have to stop. Just do S-turns with the rudder, not the brakes. And watch the ball and the turn coordinator and the compass, the DG. See that?
Yes.
124 Charlie Kilo.
Got it. Good.
All right. Good job.
Instruments. Good.
So in my acronym, I use CIGARS. Cigars controls have been checked. Flight instruments and engine instruments have been checked at this time. Gas, when you do the run-up, we're going to switch to the fuller tank. Attitude is set for takeoff, which is the trim, which we like to have the little black box.
We'll
check that when we get there.
Okay.
And then the run-up, and then safety is any of the emergency brief on departure, and our doors and seatbelts are set.
Got it.
And we're probably going to climb, I'm going to say maybe 9,500.
Okay.
All right, so when you get down here, you're going to, there's that brown grass.
Executive wind
You're going to go
3210,
along this side here. Go along the side of the brown grass and then make a left turn before you get to that broken hold short line. That's right. Keep rolling.
Cessna 70 to go,
left.
30 clear land.
Hugging the gravel. That's it, just like that. Just before we get to that other area, we're going to just turn 20 degrees to the left, or 30 degrees to the, a little closer. You can go, because we're trying to give the other guy next to us some room.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to hog all that space.
Got it.
And now you can kind of go a little bit right there, and then nose straight.
All right.
Perfect. Full brake?
Full brakes.
All right. So like I said, you did the controls already.
Yes.
You've set your flight instruments. You've set your engine instruments. You've set now the gas needs to go on the fuller tank. So this knob goes forward to the outboard mains because they have the most fuel. Make sure it snaps in there. And you can just tell by wiggling it.
Yep.
All right, so the gas has been set. Attitude, so we take the elevator trim, and I like to have this little black line just on the edge of that black box. That's perfect.
Okay.
So the attitude set, that CIGA, now we have R, which is the run-up. We'll do one engine at a time. We agree to do the left engine first because it's an odd day.
Okay.
So 1500 first, which is really sensitive. You can see how.
Yes.
And that's the feather check. This is where you come to the detent here and then go all the way back. And then come right back up to that point right there. So down, all the way, all the way. There you go. As soon as you hear it, you can come back out one more. No, we do that twice. There you go. Now all the way forward. Now we go to 2,000 RPM.
Cessna 4707 Lima, exec, tower, make right traffic, runway 30.
And we can do the prop one more time because we're talking about the prop. Okay, it worked. Now we're going to kind of glance at these guys for a second. Left engine, left engine. They're all in the green, left engine in the green. Mixture, I'm going to bring it forward just a hair. And now we're going to check the magnetos. So we're going to go to the left engine. We go, so that says 20, 50, and this went down about maybe 60. Do the other, bring it back up. The other mag. They're identical, back up. And now we do an idle check with that left engine.
On 1 mile final.
And just kind of, well, leave it there. We want to see if it'll die. Okay, then back up to 1,000.
Oops.
I know.
Holy crap. Yep.
It's so sensitive. All right, right engine sideway, 1,500.
1,500.
Yeah, you'll see me when I do stuff, I tap it. You'll see me do that.
Yes.
Because my arm is too broad of a movement.
Got it. Okay, feather check.
So yeah, come here, in. As soon as you hear it, bring it out. Okay, wait. Do it one more time. Good.
Okay.
Now 2,000 RPM.
Okay.
And the prop once more, since we're dealing with the prop. Good, bring it out. Let's go look at the engine on the right. Green, green, temps are coming up. Green, right, EGT, right charging system, suction, engines. Now we go to the mags, right engine. So this is at 1950. It went down to 1880. One more time.
How much drop should it be?
Max is 150.
150, okay.
Negative traffic, Cessna 3062.
And that's about a 70 RPM drop, and there's within 50 of each other.
Okay.
They can do 150, but they have to be within 50 RPM of each other.
Got it.
Now an idle check. Bring it all the way back.
Leave
it there.
Runway
Leave it there.
30. Taxi on November.
It looks good up to 1,000.
12 at November.
Do we turn our fuel pumps on right?
For takeoff. Always for takeoff and landing.
And then our cowl flaps?
Cowl flaps are always open for takeoff and landing.
Got it. It's open. Okay, so turn.
They're open for takeoff, but not for landing.
Got it. Okay, so.
All right, so, yep, lights. I say lights.
Lights.
Camera is on.
Squawking.
Action, mixture, and fuel pumps. So lights, camera, action.
Alpha, cross runway 20.
Heading is going to be 30, so I'm going to put the heading bug on 30. Altitude, I'm going to do this one as well. Altitude, we agreed to be 9,500.
Yep.
Time off is roughly
Cessna 620.
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. Wow, look at that. Lights, camera, action, heading, altitude, and time off. And now we got to get a clearance for departure. And I'm going to put you on tower. This is ground. We're going to tower. And your standby is ATC.
Got it.
All right. You can let tower know you're ready to roll.
Executive Tower, Piper 6854 Yankee is holding short runway 30 ready for departure.
Cessna 07 Lima, I will call your base turn.
You call my base turn 4707 Lima.
Aztec 6854 Yankee, exec tower, hold short of runway 30.
Hold short runway 30 for 6854 Yankee.
Perfect. That could be some guy landing on 20 who wasn't listening.
Got it.
Cessna 5380.
So that's an abnormality. Or a coyote ran in front of you.
Make right
Got it.
traffic.
Right? Any of that stuff. You abort.
Abort.
So after you rotate, and the gear is down though,
Land.
you just go right back down, no matter what. I don't care if we're going to hit the chain link fence. We stay down.
Taxi via Bravo.
If our gear is up,
cross runway 20 at Bravo.
We go.
we keep going.
Got it.
And when I do rotate, I rotate at 80 plus 5, so it's going to be about 90 by the time you respond. And I don't pitch aggressively, I pitch very flat. I just break my nose, I just go
Got
like
it.
this and let the plane fly off.
Cessna 07 Lima, base turn. You're
Just gonna get this out of the way.
Cleared to land, traffic departing.
So here, traffic departing prior to his arrival, that's you. (2,000 RPM). Oil pressure's in the green. Continue bringing the power up. Take 3 seconds. Go bring the power up. 1, 2, 3, and release the brakes. So we say power is set.
Power set.
And then tell me when the airspeed is alive.
Airspeed's alive.
Okay, engine instruments are on the green.
80 knots.